live?
It's Jess the Ska Kid with the sultry sounds of the underground in Palace Day, Scheelerino. Hi guys!
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So let's do introductions. I'm Jess the Ska Kid. Preface, because people are like, I never see ska on this thing. Number one, you need to go back and watch the YouTube videos because I believe the main video states, I'm the Ska Kid. I love ska. But this is an underground music show specifically designed to bring you, the world, different bands every fucking week. We are not genre specific. We never will be genre specific. I love ska, and that's why my name is thus dubbed Jess the Ska Kid. Because the metalheads I hung out with as a teenager, I was the only one that listened to ska. But I will never limit anybody who wants to come on and play this show. Unless, of course, you're a Nazi. I won't allow hate speech to be broadcast throughout the world. Go ahead, open your beer. Ta-da! So, without further ado, introductions. We'll start with you.
Hi, my name is Chris. I play bass and squeal.
I'm Andrew, and I play guitar, and sometimes I sing.
I'm Jesse. I hit the drums. All of them.
I am Alexis. I make word noises.
Word noises. You are Sultry Sons of the Underground.
Yes.
It says located in Elkhorn, Wisconsin.
Just because that's where the drummer lives, so we don't have to move all this shit.
So we don't have to move it. So we've got Bristol, Wisconsin. Winthrop Harbor.
No, Beach Park.
Beach Park.
Yeah.
Even closer to the border.
Well, no, actually, Winthrop Harbor's right on the border.
Yeah,
I'm further south. I'm south of Zion.
Oh, it touches, right?
It doesn't touch the border. No, it's basically Waukegan.
Okay. It's basically what.
No, my backyard is
not,
Waukegan.
Wow. So do you have to pay taxes for both?
Yeah, well, because the lots behind my house are Waukegan. The one my house is on is Beach Park.
Wow.
Cool.
Elkhorn?
Very exotic.
Yeah.
It's an exotic location.
Caledonia?
Correct.
Hey!
Dang.
Cano Ska. Yeah, my brain works. My brain works real good.
Cano Ska.
So tell us, how long have you folks been a band?
That's complicated.
3 years for me and him.
For Jesse, about a year and a half.
5 to
And-
6 months.
Yeah.
So
Is there a question?
she's
No.
she's the
Okay.
new kid.
I'm the new kid, guys.
We gave her swirlies. It was great.
There were no swirlies. I want to clarify, there was no swirlies.
That's why your hair's up like that.
So it happened to the sides of my hair. It just came off in the toilet.
It's a metaphor. So let's do the history of said band. You guys said that 3 years you all have been,
Well,
and then you added
can-
him and added her. So
I can pretty much start from the very beginning,
Ooh.
which was
like
even
Sound of Music?
which was even before it was like in the beginning, God created the earth.
And then God created
and
Andrew.
then Sultry Sounds happened after that. But no, we started as I answered a Craigslist ad with the original drummer for this band. He was in the band, and actually he was for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then he quit because of he just didn't like it anymore, so he left. And we were called Cast of Shadows first, and then we changed our name to Secular Gods. And we had, of course, a much different lineup than we have now. And then that broke up, and me and the drummer played the shittiest show you've ever seen in your life. It was fucking horrible. Like, I almost felt like quitting music. And
Oh no!
yeah, it was really bad. And I sucked really bad at singing, like, more than I do now.
Was this the feet?
What?
The feet part?
Yeah,
Oh,
I used to
mention
play.
that.
I played a keyboard with my feet. Like I had 13 keys that I could play, and I was singing while playing guitar. And it worked in practice, but it sucked ass live.
You
like
twisted yourself?
what?
You twisted
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. It was insane. I was trying to like do Geddy Lee, but like better somehow. But I can't because I'm not as good. And then from there, I didn't lose all hope, so that was nice. And then this guy ended up coming over one day because it was like, well, we need a bassist because I'm not gonna play with my feet anymore, you know. and so we were a 3-piece with him and the old drummer. Then we got another vocalist to kind of like fill it out. Like me and him, like I sung on almost every song, but he like what I really like is like Alice in Chains and shit like that. And I don't know, we were a bit too much like that. So I wasn't. It's good that we got like a girl singer because of it. It changed it up a lot. And
That's after Joe.
Yeah, well, Joe was in the band for a while though, our old vocalist. But things seem to be taking off now. Now that we have, I think, a really good vocalist, and yeah, we have our shit together now.
Kinda.
Yeah, occasionally.
Technical difficulties.
Minus that bass amp thing.
Well,
Right?
Yeah, they have speaker cables.
Hey, so why did you quit and then rejoin? What made you want to come back to this?
I was out of band for like 2.5 to almost 3 years, and it's like I miss playing shows, and I always loved the way this guy plays. Always. I left because the band before I left was like a dramatic shit show. Like shit was gonna hit the fan, and sure enough, it did.
And you were like, peace.
Yeah, exactly.
It did, but we made it through, and we played some interesting stuff. Honestly, some of the shows, at least compared to now, kind of sucked because I always tried to do too much shit, and I'd always have like pedals fail as I'm about to do something. That's why I don't play with any pedals. I just go straight into the amp because it's like this. If this fucks up, like I don't know what's more bulletproof than that. But no, I mean we pushed on regardless.
Yeah.
So how'd you find him and how'd you find her?
I knew him kind of, high school. And yeah, then I messaged her on Craigslist in like beginning of August, and she didn't get back to me until the end of September.
I'm very timely.
Great.
I didn't say yes at first, so he had to like, I don't know, you came
We
after
had
me
to
for a
force
while.
him.
Yeah.
Well, like,
I know, you tricked me. You're like, yeah, just fill in for our drummer. He's probably leaving. Can you just do a show with us? I was like, okay, I can do that. And then he got me into the door. I was like, well, I'm already here. And then the guy left and he's like, come on, just do it. I was like, fine.
well, we didn't know any other drummers, so we were like, we don't want to stop playing shows, so it's like, Jesse, you're the new drummer now.
So the ball and chain,
More or
huh?
less.
Like you got forced into this?
Yeah.
You
Sorta.
You were band raped?
We updated.
Yeah.
we
Well, but he eventually said yes.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, just like a good wife should.
It
like
it became consensual after a while. So then it's cool.
Right. Once you put a ring on it, it's legal. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. If you haven't watched any of the previous shows, I apologize. You should have had the warnings beforehand. But, we played initially one of your songs, which was on Bandcamp. And apparently I fucked up the genre and called it gourd. Apparently it's what, Andrew?
Grode.
Grode.
Like grody.
I don't know, it's more like an enhancement.
It's filthy.
What would you say?
Shimmery sludge.
Yeah,
Shimmery sludge.
shimmery sludge is what I would describe like the tone of it as.
It's almost like see-through sludge.
Yeah.
Like
It's immaculate sludge.
Almost, yeah.
How do you come to play this music? What are your influences, and where are you guys gonna take it from here?
You start.
What?
Well,
I got this, so...
Well, no, I figured you'd want to ask everybody, right?
Go ahead.
Well, I guess I'll start then, I guess.
Your band takes direction well.
Well, let's see, where are we going? Hopefully, yeah. I mean, we're gonna sell like probably, I don't know, 5 million albums. What do you think?
Yeah, 5 to 6.
Yeah, maybe we'll make it a cool 6.
We're gonna move to Alaska and be their first platinum selling band.
Yeah, in Alaska.
I'm pretty sure Alaska already has platinum selling.
Damn it.
But I guess on a more serious note, we don't really know exactly because we can't tell the future.
Well,
But
we have been a little bit more colorful. Like when you guys first started, especially like this is music that you wrote maybe 4 years ago, something like that. It wasn't as progressive sounding. It had a little bit more of a raw like.
it was dumber.
It was more straightforward.
We had dumber music back then, and the vocals were far worse.
In comparison.
Well, no, even compared to what I can do now, like they fucking suck. Like I listened to a recording from a long time ago, and I'm like, holy shit, I was so bad. Like it sounded terrible. But just I don't know, keep building as big of a following as we can.
Influences. Yeah, if you are paying attention, motherfucker, talk.
Oh, I like.
I'll go.
I like a lot of stuff. Like you see a lot of slapping. That's Lee. There are a lot of weird chords, so that's kind of Tool. It's everywhere, and it's a mishmash of great shit.
What are your influences? Andrew?
Well, I already mentioned
Alice in
Alice in
Chains.
Chains before. Mostly things that are either depressing or
Like life?
Yeah.
Life is my influence?
yeah,
We have a song called Life.
absolutely. There's a song called Life that I made. And yeah, everything that we ended up singing about is just shit from like just a fucked up day or something, like, and like that's where I get my words from. Like I'll either watch TV, I'll be driving down the road and I'll be like, God, the world's fucked. And I'll just think, I'll start thinking of lines, and I'm like, God, that's good. And I'll write it down when I get home, or I'll be in the shower, I'll be like, shit, that was a good line. And I'll just start.
You scribed it in soap on the wall.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, no. I'll just start building off of one line. Like it just starts to come together, and then. But like, I guess to get back to influences, Tool, Soundgarden, let's see, Rush, which isn't really depressing, but it's really like proggy and it's some cool shit. King Crimson, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, a lot of proggy shit like Mastodon. I'm trying to think what else. Metallica. I mean, that's the most generic answer ever. Metallica, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC. I mean, not really AC/DC, but whatever. They were cool when I was 8. Seriously, they were good when you were a little kid.
When you're watching, what is it, Megamind, and you're like, Becky Black! You don't know any other fucking words to it when you're little.
But yes, yeah. So basically, a cross section between proggy shit and depressing stuff.
How about you?
Mine's weird because the first like 8 years I started playing drums, I had no influences. It was just drums are cool. I'm gonna play those. Yeah. Then when I was like 18, I discovered Lamb of God and heard Chris Adler's Bay, and it was like, whoa, you can play like that? You can make drums sound like that? I was like, holy shit! So Chris Adler from Lamb of God, and then after that discovered Devil Driver, and their drummer John Boltman. Holy shit, he is a force to be reckoned with. Like. For one of their albums, it sounded like he was playing the lead drums, and so it kind of added color from that onto there. Yeah, no, I should be not.
That's Jesse.
Why do you have backing drums, Jesse?
That's almost like the cowbell player.
Oh, you need more. Wait, why don't you have one of those?
You have everything else.
I do have a cowbell.
I've already claimed
Don't-
the cowbell parts.
don't bring
You
it.
don't have any yet.
Don't bring it. We don't need more shit.
It actually attaches right to the hi-hat.
Yeah, it's too much. One more thing will make the world implode.
The whole thing just like
It'll
falls
just start
down.
pushing through the floor.
That's true.
So
We'll
what
get sucked
Andrew is
into
saying
it.
is when you get your taxes back next year, you need to buy a van and carry your own shit. He didn't say it directly, he's just implying something.
No, we're gonna get a retard bus and we're all gonna get in there and yeah.
Oh, what? By the way, I guess pick the town blue to prevent child abuse in your retard bus. Hey, what flavors are the
cherry, of course.
Why? Snozberries taste like snozberries. If you ain't never had one, I suggest you try. How about you? What are your influences?
I don't really say I have any influence really that much. I just kind of sing the lyrics that he writes with my voice, and then it makes noises.
You don't listen to any music ever.
I
You
listen
live
to
under
like
a rock.
all of the music though.
All of the music?
Just about.
Just
Like
what?
I don't really listen to mumble rap, and I don't really listen to like death metal. But like otherwise, pretty much anything else.
You don't listen to death metal?
Not really, no.
Wow.
This is
She's
what
lying.
this. Your influences to me sounded very prog metal, and I would say kind of death metal-y, just because of the way that you guys play your instruments. You know, I listen to ska, but like
I forgot one thing. I love Guns N' Roses, which is like so weird. Like,
why is that weird?
Well, no, I mean it's weird because like I don't know, like it became cool again, but it like wasn't cool. I feel like for a long time.
My little kids love Guns N'
Oh
Roses.
yeah, no. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, I think, are a couple of the best albums of all time. Like people never like think of like you ever hear the song Estranged? That's a fucking beautiful song. Sitting with November Rain. November Rain is
Like a
fucking
cold
amazing.
November rain.
It's amazing. I want to cover that one. Like if she learns the keyboard part, I want to
Can you
cover
play
that
keyboard?
one of these
I
days.
do play keyboard.
Cool.
We just don't have any parts yet.
No?
So
No.
plus I need to practice it more because I haven't played it in a little bit of time, a few years.
So did you guys play
Disappointing.
music in high school?
Yeah.
Like, how did you get into playing music? What are your stories?
You start.
Started playing in bands the senior year of high school, like was just awful, and eventually started another band called Fat Jesus, a great name, and we played at the rave and we won a battle of the bands. That was kind of cool.
Cool.
Yeah, and then another band and then this one.
Fat Jesus, I still love that name. Let's see. I started playing guitar when I was, I think, 12 or 13. I don't know for sure. I didn't mark it on the calendar. And then, me and my cousin, we kind of formed our own little band. We'd switch off between drums and guitar. Like, I'm actually a decent drummer. If I practiced a little more, I'd be probably pretty good. But we'd switch off back and forth, and we knew a bassist during high school that we'd play shows with. We played like 3 or 4 shows, and it wasn't complete shit. Like it was okay.
It was moderate shit?
Yeah, well, we had a couple songs that, like, I feel like if I wanted to be, like, I don't know, if I wanted to dumb down my music, we could probably do. Like, if I wanted them to be like, hey, this is our pop song, like, something like that. There's at least one that I can think of that was actually pretty solid, I feel like. But that's like the earliest I played was that.
Mine was also about senior year of high school.
That you started playing drums?
Oh, no. I started playing drums when I was like 10 years old in 5th grade for drums and percussion, and then got a drum kit not that long after. But then I couldn't really find any musicians to actually play with and make a band. I tried really hard, but nobody ever really stuck. We couldn't get anything going. Then finally, senior year of high school, I went to a new school, met some new people, figured out, hey, we all play stuff, let's make a band. And so we ended up making, it was like a classic rock cover band for solid year before we finally called it quits. The whole goal was let's learn how to play live, and it did work out. And then the heaviest thing that we ever played was Enter Sandman by Metallica. That was just so much AC/DC.
I kind of always loved music for the most part. I started taking piano lessons in 2nd grade, and then I joined band and played flute and piccolo from 5th grade all the way through high school. I was in a couple musicals in grade school. I was in my church's choir. I played in pep band a little bit in college, and my first actual like band though, like, was a Rolling Stones cover band, tribute band, and I was in it for 2 weeks. And then the lead singer quit after I played one show with them, and so the whole band fell apart after that. And then I found these guys, or they found me.
And then I didn't respond for a couple months.
And then I just kind of, I was moving, like I just was really busy. I'm from Kenosha all the way up to Caledonia, so.
The whole 45 minutes.
I know, it was so far. It was so far. But, yeah.
But now you have to drive, like, what, 45 minutes to play with him?
Oh, no, okay.
No, it's about half an hour.
Well, no, you have to drive a half an hour to get to where I pick you up.
Yeah.
It's every bit of an hour.
Yeah.
It sucks, yeah. It does.
The three of us meet
Yeah.
together. We all drive together.
Yeah, well,
So
which
it's-
is nice because we all get to talk and shit. So
I have some recordings.
They forced me to.
don't
We're not going to
play
play
them.
that.
He's like, in my defense, I was forced into this.
Oh no! See, they
That's
forced
because
me to band,
Andrew
but
can't sing, play guitar, and drums at the same time.
If you
You
could
could
Even
try.
though he probably
I-
could, but let's.
Well,
Huh.
I remember that the dude that did our recordings, I played the drums, like, just in his basement. He had a drum kit down there. He's like, man, you're pretty good. And I was like, yeah, well, one of these days I'll meet up with 2 more of me, and then we'll form a band, or three more of me and form a band together. But it's just, no, it doesn't happen. That's why we got Chris, and that's why we got Jessie, and we got her.
Yay.
She doesn't have a name.
They bring their own
Her.
spin on it.
That's why we.
Her.
Yeah,
That's me on her.
that.
You're better.
So, like, the very first time I heard you guys, I'm not gonna lie, it made me think very Evanescence, the song that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
But in fairness, you would be the first band that had a lead vocalist that was female. So how do you feel when you go to shows and you play things being a woman of rock?
Well, there is very few women in the bands at the shows we go to, even sometimes in the crowd. I am usually about, like, 1 out of, like, 2 or 3, depending on where we're at. Sometimes there's more. But, I wish more girls would get into rock. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surrounded by these guys.
I feel like there's a lot of fucking animosity in this band. And Lori's happening.
When I first joined this band, or when I first carpooled with these guys the first time, I, like, was sitting in the back of the van, like, just silent because I didn't know how to add to the conversation because they're just that weird.
We're pretty insane. It's cool.
And they were holding back for that too.
Yeah, no. For the first probably the first couple weeks we probably held back, and then we ramped it up. And
Yeah, I noticed when that happened.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah?
We have a list of short phrases that get said in conversations. I'm keeping a list of them. We're going to make a song where we just read them off with just random music in the background.
and I'm not sure you should even read them either.
I'm not going to. I don't have my phone. I don't have my other phone with me, so, but, yeah,
She's
here
making a list. She's the scribe. She's
Yeah.
writing down all of your
Well,
ridiculous.
one of them is curb stomping Mormons.
The other's
Curb Stomping Chickens was the first one, and then Drinking with Mormons, and then they got mixed around, so it became Drinking with Chickens and Curb Stomping Mormons. Another one is Skin Feet. Right. Another one is all igloos live inside Eskimos until the boat is built, because I can't say words in the right order. Wow.
Yeah,
Such things like
that's next level shit. That phrase is just a mind blower. Whenever I hear it, I'm like, God damn, that's amazing.
It's gonna be the future.
It's gonna be the future, huh?
Next thing in music.
How often do you all play out? Do you have any upcoming shows?
Yeah, let's see, the next one will be the 14th of April at the Up and Under. The more people that show up, the better, because if we win that, we get to play at Summerfest.
It's a battle of the bands.
Yeah.
Is that for mom?
No, that was not Mom.
No, it's a different thing. It's just put on by Up and Under, I believe, as far as I know.
Where's Up and Under?
In Milwaukee, off
Brady
of Brady Street.
So,
Where do you often play?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, a lot in Milwaukee. We play at Hat Tricks, Quarters in Milwaukee.
They love us.
Yeah, Quarters.
Cool.
Quarters is the shit. If you've never been there, go to Quarters.
Do it.
And say hi to Pete.
Yeah.
Yes, had Pete.
And buy all the drinks and tip the shit out of
Tell
them.
him we sent you.
Do they get a discount?
This
This is my coupon.
No.
You see, it's on the internet.
They'll charge you double. He'll be like, Sultry sounds, fuck them.
That's about right.
And then, let's see, where else do we play a lot? Well, we played at Hijinks a couple times.
That's Fort Atkinson.
Yeah, we like that place a lot. The sound is always great. The lights make it seem like you're actually playing a show that, like, somebody would want to watch, because it's like, it's really exciting.
It makes
It's
you
like,
feel fancy.
yeah, it makes me feel like I'm a somebody. And there's nothing greater than feeling like a somebody.
I get the overall impression that you really don't need much validation to feel like a somebody. You have quite a bravado, my friend.
Well, but it's taken years to get like this, so, like, honestly, I was probably the quietest fucking person you'd ever meet in high school. Like, if I said a word to you, that would be amazing. Like, it would be like, holy shit, Andrew said a word.
Did you not talk to people because you didn't feel it was worth your time to do so because you're superior to them?
No.
Or did you just not like people?
No, I was.
That's a good fucking question. Don't call me brutal.
I was terrified. Like, talking to girls was impossible. It was just like, holy shit, what do I say? Like,
Your boobs are nice.
no, seriously. The thing that would come to mind is like, hey, you want to bang? Like, and it's like, well, that doesn't go anywhere. Like, it doesn't work.
You have to open with you play guitar. Then it works.
No, but I sucked back then, though. I wasn't even good at
I
it.
don't even know that. Just hold it up.
Yeah.
So upcoming shows besides the one you have at Up and Under, anything else scheduled?
We have one on the 27th of April at Hat Tricks.
Oh yes, I saw that one.
Yeah.
It's in Kenosha, guys.
So yeah, it's close. So anybody who's in Kenosha, come to that one.
Do it.
We're playing that with Spatola and they're gonna hate me.
Something in fight.
Stay Up All Night and Fight. And
guys are fun.
and Idol Issue is gonna be the opener. They're gonna do like an acoustic set.
May 4th.
Yeah, May 4th is our birthday show.
May
for
the
Quarters.
fourth be with you.
Yeah, it is on Star Wars Day 2.
That's
1,
it.
2, and 3.
But
Thanks.
yeah, all three of us have our birthday show on the 4th, and that's with Order to Chaos and staff.
Is there a force band or no?
No, we just got 3 because
That's a good one.
I didn't want to look for any more. And yeah, that one should be a party. It should be a good time. It's at Quarters, and did I say that already?
You
No.
did not.
Okay, it's at Quarters in Milwaukee on the
Get
4th
hammered
of
with
May.
us.
Star Wars Day.
And let's
I need
see.
my lightsaber.
The last one that we have booked is at
I want to come to
Nick-
that.
what the hell is the name of it?
McCullough's?
There we go, McCall.
In Racine.
Yeah, in Racine.
Shout out to JJ.
Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, well,
Not McCullough's, McAuliffe's.
yeah, technically, I think
MCAU.
I think it's
In Georgetown, off of 22nd. That location, not downtown on 6th.
yeah, it's the non-downtown one.
Mount
But
Pleasant.
Yeah.
right now we don't have any.
It's
any
important
bands.
to know these things
Yeah.
when you're deciding to hang out for the first time and you're like, hey, you want to go to a show? Yeah, sure, where are we going? You want to go to McCullough's and watch some people? Sure, I'm supposed to meet a band. That's great. We show up. There's nobody here. Wrong one.
Wrong bar.
I'm awesome.
But we don't have any other bands for that. So if you're in a band, I don't know. Contact me. Why
Social
not?
Sounds Underground. Send us a Facebook message.
Yeah.
Yay.
We might respond to you.
Preferably a local one, but whatever. If you're good.
If you're good. Do you guys play in Chicago ever?
No, because of every time we play there, it sucks. It's
I haven't played there with them.
it's so hard. It's so hard to line up a show and then nobody's there. Like it's like you have to really work for it, and then it's empty.
Psst. You have to actually invite people to your shit.
Yeah, but we don't know anybody in Chicago.
I invite all of my people on my Facebook to my stuff, and they never come.
How do you how this is an important thing. How do you guys network? Are you responsible solely for the Facebook page, booking, putting your word out there? And if so,
For the most part.
so you're the one that does all the booking. You reach out to venues, or do venues reach out to you?
I reach out to venues.
Okay, and then you're responsible for setting the show up?
Sometimes, depending on where we're playing.
Do you know what'll make your life easier?
Having somebody else do it.
Yes, but no, not really.
That'd be great.
That was what is it, sub 1? We'll go to B now. You can always network with people on the Jess the Ska Kid page because there are multiple bands. I could probably, I know because my shit's legit, that anywhere you wanted to go, Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison, Fort Atkinson, there would be a band. Mixed Company would probably be a band that would fit very well with you, and they are located here in Kenosha.
We played with them a couple times.
I was in the original lineup of Mixed Company.
Yeah, he technically was.
Have you heard Stay Up All Night and Fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played with them.
Okay. Who have you played with? List some bands.
God.
Because you were completely unknown to me until you messaged me.
Line of Outcasts.
It's because we aren't local to anywhere. Like honestly, like we aren't a local Kenosha band. We aren't a local like Racine band. We're not a local Milwaukee band. Like we're just because we're all over the
You're
place.
a county band.
We are kind of an awkward location.
And that's
You're close to fucking Madison.
I mean,
sort.
And Lake
He's closer.
Geneva has a huge scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not aware.
because all the music venues there that I've actually looked into, it was not heavy. It was like, oh, they're gonna freak out near us. So.
I thought they were more of a coffee shop kind of.
Yeah, they like acoustic stuff a lot.
They do a giant fest that's run by their JC's club every year, where it's a 3-day thing with multiple bands that play.
What's the name
Hey guys,
of
we
it?
should do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
I forget. I
That's
just
a
know
job.
JC's run it.
Yeah, just send it to us, I guess, when you think of
Oh,
it.
we looked it up.
I only know because the job center manager is like the president of the JCs, and so he comes and says, "Announce this on your show." Oh, Venetian night.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yes,
so familiar,
it
yeah.
runs for 3 nights,
Mhm.
and they do multiple stages with different genres. Also, Rockford has a giant area following. Dan Trenton would be who you'd want to connect with.
There's a band there, Static Signal, that we played with last weekend.
Yeah.
Static Signal is the shit.
Yeah,
Like
they're awesome.
I'm thinking of lining up a show with them if I get a chance. And Resistance. You ever see Resistance?
Oh, they're so cool.
God damn it, they were good. Like it was amazing.
It's a good night.
Like I really didn't expect it to be that good because like I had heard their single and I was like, this is okay. But then I heard them play, like I loved all the rest of their songs. I actually didn't really like their single, but they're fucking good. Like
They have little wax things that light up if they stay.
yeah, well,
In the light
well,
skin color.
I thought that was kind of funny, but like other than that, they're really great. Like they're all like just really good at what they do.
So do you take time out of your day to like search for bands that you feel would be good fits with you?
When I'm not at work, I'm all the time on Facebook or usually just that because I'll just I go from band page to band page, like clicking on like they always have a link on the right side of it, and just listening to other bands. Venues will come up on the side too. I'll just click on those, and I'll be like, well, this seems like the kind of place that would take us. So, and then
Don't limit yourself either.
One thing
what
that
you think would take you, because you would be very surprised at there are like-minded people like me that believe that all music has a voice, and I feel like lots of times people are limiting themselves to where they can play and b who they can play with. Most often, the best shows are the shows that have the most views or participation as far as audience showing up would be mixed genre shows, because then you're responsible really for bringing your draw. And people want to see you guys play with. Do you know who Old Wolves is?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yay!
and actually, they're a band that I was thinking of asking for the show at McCullough's. Or wait, is Old Wolves the one?
It's just Joe.
It's Joe.
No, you know what? I'm fucking up. I'm thinking of there's some band Fur Coats for Sportsmen. That's what I was
They aren't
trying
a
to
band
think.
anymore, but just
They aren't?
They are not a
God
band
damn
anymore.
it, they sounded good. I like their music.
I do too. I've been friends with Justin's. Yes, beer me, beer guy. Da 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 da. I've been friends with Justin since I was about
Guy.
11.
Can I get a refill?
Yes.
Oh man.
All you have to do is yell at him.
Two
That's his job.
refills.
Yeah, Justin and I have been friends since about fifth grade. We played in band
Thanks.
from fifth grade on.
Boss man.
Justin has always been in bands. He is currently in a collaboration with our friend Corey, who is probably watching, and Justin is probably watching. So shout out to you guys. They are faithful friends and loyal followers. They're in Ghost Machines now, and they play, I would say, very avant-garde, poetry-laden with hip-hop.
What? I was at a show that they played.
Patios in September?
No.
That was the last time that Fur Coats played.
No, I haven't seen Fur Coats. Ghost Machine was the opener at the show at the port for Cheap Sleaze, and then
Yes, you were at the same show that we were at.
I was at the I was in there when they threw that fucking guy out with the beard that just started thrashing around. You see that guy?
Aha. So
That
funny
was
story.
pretty eventful.
That's Doug. But the story is quite long and involved. Anyway, yeah, we left that night after Cheap Sleaze played, and we went home. Yes. That was the same night that the Beautiful Birds tribute show was happening. How familiar are you with like the scenes around? Because as far as like being in your back door, you have the Burgundy Room. You have Kraken
We
Cakes.
played there a couple times. We played at Kraken Cakes a couple times.
They're a good venue.
Yeah, they're.
little
I
better.
like both of them. We played at the Burgundy Room, but what always happens for some reason is we play to my cousin at the Burgundy Room, and that's who we have. My cousin and my girlfriend, and that's about it. Because he for some reason he set up a couple of shows with us last, which initially I think we said that because it was like, well, we can play as long as we want, but once we realized that's the worst time slot, we don't want that anymore. You want to be third.
You want to be third.
Seriously,
Have the most
you don't
audience.
want to close.
Isn't it odd? Headlining isn't good.
Headlining sucks.
Yeah.
It's the worst slot.
So even if you throw a show, you will never headline it?
No, we pick the third. If there's 4 bands, we're the third.
They are
until-
Sultry Sounds of the Underground, the third. They should be knighted and have like, what is it? The prefix after your name? So where can people find you? How about we go there? I know Facebook, Sultry Sounds of the Underground, Bandcamp, Sultry Sounds of the Underground. Where else are you located?
SoundCloud, right? SoundCloud one?
SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. What, you made a Twitskeets, right? Better?
Yeah. We're still setting up apparently though.
It's under construction.
Yes.
We should make a Tumblr.
I'll make a Tumblr. Hold on.
Alright.
What's Tumblr?
I don't even know what Tumblr
Oh, is it the dating website?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tinder. Tinder for all of us.
You can do a face like this.
Oh God.
We'll set it up.
Does
as
your
male
band want to
slash
date
female.
our band?
Let's make sweet, sweet music together. That's what the tagline
well,
would be.
well, what is it? Go right? What is it when you turn it down?
It's left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, swipe left. Oh, their music sucks dick. I don't like that.
Do we have questions coming in from viewing audiences?
Brandon says, is that guy wearing New Balance?
No,
It's Nike.
It's actually Nike. And I was given these shoes by a guy because of my shoes looked like such shit. So he's like, hey, these are brand new shoes I never wore. And I was like, I'm not poor, I just don't give a shit. Like,
So, do you have albums? Do you have merch? Do you
We do
have
have
like a
merch.
Yes.
logo?
T-shirts.
We have that too.
Yeah.
We have T-shirts, stickers. Now we have CDs with current music because for a long time we had shit that I did years ago, which had the old lineup and it didn't sound anything like we do now. And plus we did it professionally this time, opposed to me just throwing a bunch of shit together and it's like, yeah, that sounds like music. Like
We have 3 different T-shirt designs too.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
T-shirts. What?
I was gonna say, we
What?
have 2 good t-shirt designs.
You're so mean.
She's making notes in the ledger that she's keeping.
And then we've been in and out of the studio, so we have a lot of stuff on the way. We're going to be trying to release a song once every month. So we have 2 currently. That's what's on the CD. We have a 3rd that's in the mix that'll be out relatively soon, and then we're just going to be doing as much as we can, as quickly as we can.
So the new stuff, like new, all the stuff that people heard on the performance video, that's all brand new to the world, yeah?
Yeah.
Minus if
Well,
they came to a show?
So,
Yeah.
well, the first song you showed was brand new.
No, today. Today. Your
Oh,
performance today.
Yeah, this is a
Oh.
lot of people's first time for hearing it, so yeah.
yeah.
You heard it here first on Jess the Ska Kid. That's right.
We haven't played for millions of people live yet. I mean, we did today, but
Yay! This will be edited and
You're
put
our
on
first.
YouTube. So, subscribe to the channel, make your friends follow along. When you get that YouTube channel
we have
video,
one.
post
Oh wait,
it.
we do
Share it.
have a YouTube channel.
Yeah?
We do.
Oh, hey.
I forgot about
I
that.
didn't know that.
Mmm.
Yeah, there's
We have-
all
we
sorts
have-
of mysteries.
We have like 7 subscribers. It's great.
Who did your logo art for your t-shirt?
the,
And do you
the one with me posing with it on it, the
Martini.
martini glass one. That was me.
okay, you did
On,
that?
like,
Yeah.
paint or something.
Yeah, no, I did it on Google Drawings.
Oh, and that's also
Like-
our
like-
logo.
Yeah, it's like people ask me, "How'd you do that?" It was basically like
Google's version of paint.
yeah, exactly. It's the same thing, and like yeah, I like it. Did you guys like it?
Yeah. I
Cool.
mean, like,
Yeah, it's cool.
it juxtaposes your sound because I wouldn't go to a martini bar to hear you necessarily.
Oh hell no!
Right? That's a
Yeah.
good word. That was a well-placed reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
How come a martini glass?
It matches the name.
It's
Well, it's-
sophisticated, yet you can be a complete fucking low life, and like it's like I don't know. It's kind of like a. I feel like it's sophisticated while you can get super drunk as shit and fall all over the place and like it's a juxtaposition like you said like you
And the
can
words and stuff.
you can look like the biggest hunk of shit after drinking like 15 of them like you're gonna be fucked up like
That's gin.
yeah
Who wants to drink a pine tree? Actually, specifically a juniper tree. Because gin comes from pressed fermented juniper berries, which is a conifer. The more you know.
Knowing is
Learn
half the
something
battle.
new
Well-
every day.
It's gross as fuck. It's almost turpentine.
what gin?
Yeah.
Gin's not that bad.
Really?
It's it like with like 7-Up, it's pretty good.
With 7-Up,
Yeah.
not in a martini.
No, I've never even drank a martini in my life.
I
Seriously,
have
no.
This shit looks cool. It's going on our t-shirt, guys.
Well,
More or less.
Do you guys get to vote at all in this band, or is Andrew's the band dad?
oh,
I
Well,
suggested the
we-
martini glass. I suggested it.
Yeah, we all we give an okay.
A lot of
You're
times
the
we're
drummer. You don't get a voice. You sit in the
sometimes
back.
we're like, nah, that sucks.
yeah. They'll let me know when they're really dissatisfied with something that's going on. But most of the time, I make good decisions. Like for the most part.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, and the way that
Sometimes.
and the martini glass, it kind of fits the name and the style, like he was talking about, with it being sophisticated and kind of gruff. That's
It's
our
similar
sound.
to us.
I mean, it's like you said, it's shimmery for Sultry, and then the underground is kind of like in your
Dirty.
face,
You
sludgy.
legitly played underground tonight.
Yeah.
Ever done that before?
We didn't. We're not liars.
Well, we
Not anymore.
we practice in his basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
But
It's different though. We play over headphones with electric stuff, so this is still like Oh no, it's different.
Which actually would be kind of cool if you were able to like hook it up to a computer and you did the same thing down here. That'd be kind of sick. Because then it would go straight into the thing. If you like set up a mixer right, it would sound fucking good. But
We used to do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Been fouling out with the sound guy. We ain't gonna talk about it because even though I'm a dick to most people and rip everyone apart for posterity's sake, thank you for the time that you spent with us. I hope that you enjoy yourself in your future endeavors, Steve. So,
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
hi, Steve. So, that being said, who does your recordings?
Miko.
Yeah, Miko. I don't remember.
Isn't
his
that
last-
the fucking raccoon from Pocahontas?
Yes,
It is!
it's like
The raccoon from Pocahontas recorded us.
Yay! Did he go? You like you stole your apples too, and he was like, he did this, he did this.
He's actually an IT guy, I think, at a high school.
Perfect.
At Union.
Union Grove, I think.
Grove.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like Stancevic or something like that. Is his last name? Miko Stancevic. He's cool though.
He does
It's a
good.
hell of a job.
Yeah, I mean,
He does it as a.
I think it
hobby,
sounds
so.
really good. Like, did you guys like it? Did you get a chance to listen to the new one?
No, you know why?
Because you
Because it wasn't fucking posted on Tuesday night.
Oh.
So it must have been new on Wednesday.
Yeah, but the thing is, I could have sent you like the I could have sent you the
Perfect.
early version.
See, I know that you were like, I wish you would have asked. I liked that song, and I'm glad that you played it here. I like that song that you did.
I love it too, because every time I do it, I'm like, there's certain times I think in our songs where like whether it's a lead or where I'm just fucking screaming my lungs out, and I'm like, God damn it, this is cool.
When you feel
like,
alive.
no, you like feel like you're fucking levitating. It's cool.
Are
It's
we
really
talking about
fun to
Elmore?
play. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what she
Yes.
Okay.
We all kind of let loose for that one, don't we?
played. And yeah, it's a really great feeling playing that song.
So when we played it off of the Facebook, so you can go and you can watch that. It's allegory for something, right?
An
Allegory for a different story.
There you go.
We're into the rhymes in this band.
I
It
gotcha.
is an older recording that was recorded in the basement.
But the video for it is epic. It was super fun to watch that.
I'm surprised because
Video or pictures?
Yes.
it was pictures, and then I took these short little videos of this fucking little praying boy like going around in a circle on my record player, and
I liked
and,
it
yeah.
a lot. It was intriguing.
it makes it kind of
So we
mysterious, I guess.
I'm shocked that you all haven't broken into like the metal scene around here.
Well, and that's what's weird. We're not metal enough for the metal people, and we're not light enough for the people that don't like metal. That's what I feel. Like.
We're very in between. Just because I try to contribute metal, Chris has like something that's
He's funky.
I don't know, yeah, funky. I don't know how to
like
describe him. It's funky, a little bit heavy, and then Andrew's like this whole other world too, and it just right in the middle.
And I'm just pretty and clean.
And her
My
her
voice
voice almost
It's just
who was it we compared her
It
to?
punches
first day?
through
first thing you
freaking
compare
walls.
me to Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
But a little higher.
did they try
But
to make you go to rehab too?
and she said no,
I did actually
no.
sing an Amy Winehouse as my audition thing when I sang Back to Black. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I know, right?
We should have covered.
Yeah,
that
we should
song.
cover it.
You
We
should
should make
also
it like a
Valerie.
metal.
We should also cover Valerie as
I
well.
like that song too.
We have to cover "Wannabe" by the
I-
Spice
I-
Girls.
Oh my god.
If you want to be my
I've been pitching that
you
song
gotta get
for
with
so
my
long.
friends. Yay! So how do people buy your stuff? Buy their stuff.
Right now, just
Where's
at
that?
shows.
Yeah, well, go to shows, and actually, you can buy at least one of the T-shirts off of Bandcamp, and also you can buy our songs straight off of Bandcamp.
We gotta put our stickers and shit on.
The stickers.
Stickers are free anyways.
Yeah, well, we've
Why
been
don't you
giving them
just do
away.
shop on your Facebook page and then put all your shit up there?
Hey, we should do that.
We should do that.
The more you know. It's a whole thing. See, why I'm such a hard ass for the invite your friends, like the page, subscribe to YouTube. What happens, and I don't know if any of you are tech people, but it creates metadata. And when you create metadata, you pop up on third-party sites. So you're scraped when Facebook scrapes like events that other people should know about for applications. It takes people who have the most metadata. If you do a Google search and you don't pop up right away, you can do things to increase your hits so that when you type in Sultry Sounds of the Underground, unless somebody else has it pops up.
We're always the first thing to pop up.
Good. It's because nobody else has it.
Yeah, we picked a name that nobody is dumb enough to have.
But go to your own page, click invite friends, invite all of your friends. Because you don't know who's going to say I like this and who doesn't like this. You don't know who you appeal to unless you bug the fuck out of everybody.
True.
Right. People get pissed off. My brother will fucking blast me on Facebook and he's like, fuck you, I don't like this shit, I only listen to drum and bass, stop inviting me to things. To which then I go back to my page and I'm like, invite. Fuck you, Don. I love you. Dinner was good on Easter.
Make it
Anyways.
stop,
The
right?
bass part is cool.
Right?
The bass part is cool.
The drum and bass. Yeah, he's known as Dancing Donnie. So he's a raver. But getting your name out there, you were at 605 people when I went to your page, clicked like, and yes, I know, because I went to your page and clicked like and invite all of my friends.
Yeah.
That's why people are like,
we
Fuck!
Yeah.
We're
I knew that.
so
I
Your
knew
fan
that.
base is
but-
awesome.
Yeah.
And big.
We were wondering.
Yes.
you guys are cool.
Yay!
We
Subscribe
love
to the
you.
YouTube channel. So now when you have that piece for your portfolio, we're creating like an online diary and we're connecting the world to all sorts of different music. So there are bands out there, are you familiar with what Shrimpfest is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was weird.
They contacted me asking if we'd play there, and they said you had to pay this much
You
to
do.
play.
Fuck
Which
you
is
for the pay
horseshit.
to play. I don't even give a shit.
And so we said no, we're not doing that.
Well, we said no, but then I talked to it was a bass player from the Brock Betts band, or he was.
Jeremy?
Yeah. he tried out for a band at one point.
Yeah, I know.
Before him.
You know why? Because he was on our Jess the Ska Kid show fucking years ago.
Nice.
Damn.
Jess knows everything. When I joke I'm God, I don't joke. I'm God.
But
Nothing gets past me.
where are we going with that? Oh, okay. But he ended up telling me, he's like, no, he's like, it's not supposed to be. He's like, certain people on certain stages for some reason tried charging people or something. Matt, I'm calling you out, Shrimpfest. I don't give a shit. Whoever has played Shrimpfest, I'm sorry. What they do for a lot of bands is they make you pay to play. Yeah. And then what happens is you have tickets because you paid, and whatever you get from ticket sales is yours. Fuck you. That's a horrible business. That's a horrible business model, number one. Number two, if you reached out to different local companies or established companies like PBR, yay, because you gotta earn your ribbon, motherfuckers, you could get sponsorships, and then you wouldn't have to force musicians who are struggling alone to get their name out there to pay to have to be on a stage. Yeah. Fuck you all. Suck my dick. It's bigger than your arm. Thank you for listening to Jess the Ska Kid. I'll get off my soapbox now. Anyways. But no, you pretty much said everything that I feel. I don't understand why people end up doing that shit. It's like if you just say no, it'll go away. It won't be a thing anymore. If people
we are such consumers that we don't understand that, and you're right, it's a respect thing. I'm sorry, I know lots of people who paid to be on that venue. I will never go there. I'm not giving you my $20 because it's not going to anybody but Matt. And you know what? I can't say I'm a friend of yours or a fan. Learn how to play different cover music and learn how to, what tone is. I'm sorry, Bull and Bear was a horrible experience listening to you play horrible, shitty cover music. Learn something new. Be original. I don't care if I'm a dick. You know why? Because underground is where it's at. So I thank you all for joining me this evening on my show. You can follow these guys on Facebook, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Twitter, which is in the works, Tinder. Just kidding.
Not yet.
It's in the works.
You can get t-shirts with different designs. You can get CDs that have 2 songs released on them. And you can catch them on the 14th of April and on the 27th of April and on the 4th of May. This has been Jess the Ska Kid. This is Sultry Sons of the Underground. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Bye and good night.